Hey everybody, Marana here, and I wanted to take just a minute to talk to you about clutter. Is your clutter too cluttered? Do you have problems getting your clutter to look pretty? Yeah, that was a pretty difficult thing for me to kind of get when I started decorating in The Sims. My clutter did not look anywhere as neat and pretty as others that I was seeing in videos on YouTube. And it was very stressful for me because obviously it could be done. I just didn't know how to do it. And when I watched a couple of videos and saw how it was being done, then it was sort of like oh, okay, so that's how you do it. And I just wanted to share that in case some of you are maybe like me and pretty new to the Sims experience. And this is how you get your clutter to look all neat and pretty. To move objects freely, you need to enable a cheat code for moving objects, and you do that by hitting Shift Control and C, and it brings up the little dialog box in the upper left corner of the screen, and that's where you would type bb.moveObjects. This allows you to use the Alt key to move an item around to more precisely place it where you want it to go. Now, that being said, this works great for furniture pieces and items that you're putting on the floor. When you're placing items on a table or on a bookshelf, that's where it gets a little bit kind of tricky, because even with the Alt key pressed, it's going to want to lock it into what the game says is an available area on the table. So what you want to do is go in and take the pieces that you know you want to have arranged on your table, for example, and just go ahead and get some on the table. I go through my clutter, I pick the pieces I know I want to use. In this case, I was setting a dining room table. So once I get everything that I want to use on the table, you want to go ahead and click on the table and move the entire piece. And fortunately, with dining room tables, the chairs will click and you can move it all together. Now here's where it gets a little trial and error and a little tedious. And the more you do it, the better you get with it. This was my first big piece that I was trying to get place settings on a 12-seat table. So yeah, it was a little tedious to kind of get things exactly where I wanted them. But once I got the first place, the first plate set where I wanted it to be with that chair, then it was a little easier to be able to go and set up the one across from it and then just build off of that one piece. But there is a good deal of moving things back and forth. Move the table, place it, put the table back. It's not quite where you want it, so you have to keep moving it out, and it's trial and error. Like I said, the more you do it, the more familiar you become with kind of the layout of where you're placing things, and then it is a lot easier. This probably would have been a lot easier for me too had I moved the rug and utilized the grid lines better, but I just I just didn't do that because sometimes I just like to make things hard on myself. So I would suggest pulling the rug out and using the grid lines to help know where to line things up. That would have cut down on some of my tiny shifting of plates. And that, my friends, is the secret to organizing your clutter. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments down below if you got any information out of this that will kind of make your clutter arranging a little bit easier. The house that I did this in, I'm finishing up a tour video, and I will have that up later today or tomorrow. So keep a lookout for that so you can see the whole house and all of the clutter efforts involved. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch. Don't forget to hit the like, hit the subscribe, all the things, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care.